Tom?
Oh, hey there. Does this look familiar? Let's face it, we've all been there. Are you tired of spending countless hours studying and still not seeing the grades you want? Well, what if I told you there's a way to study so fast it feels illegal? Sounds intriguing, right? I remember dreading school, but then I discovered this fantastic method that transforms studying from a chore into a breeze.
I wasn't high, wasn't wired, just clear. I knew what I needed to do and how to do it.
Okay, maybe it wasn't that dramatic, but pretty darn close. Stick around because I'm about to share the top 10 best tips and tricks to make studying not just efficient, but also enjoyable. Alright, let's dive into this. I'm excited to share some valuable insights with you today. The first 3 steps I'm going to cover are absolutely crucial. They lay the groundwork for effective learning, and trust me, mastering these will only amplify the rest of your study techniques. Number 1, manage your expectations. First things first, let's talk about expectations. The way we view study sessions plays a huge role in how we approach them. If you think of studying as a long, tedious task, guess what? You're setting yourself up for procrastination and that dreaded anxiety that we all hate. Research shows that your mindset can seriously impact your performance. So, let's flip the script. By framing your study sessions as short and manageable, you'll shift your focus from, "Oh no, this is going to take forever," to, "I've got this." Before you sit down, set a specific, realistic time frame for what you're about to accomplish. Instead of saying, "I must study all weekend," change that to, "I can tackle this chapter in 30 minutes." Verbalize this time frame. It'll make a difference. When you approach your tasks with a positive expectation, you'll find yourself completing them faster and with less stress. Trust me, it works. Number 2, limit distractions. Now, let's discuss distractions because they can be a total productivity killer. A cluttered space can seriously hurt your concentration. Studies confirm that when you're surrounded by distractions, your attention span suffers. And we all know how hard it is to get into that flow state when you're constantly interrupted. Set up a clean and dedicated study space. Seriously, make it your study sanctuary. Turn off your phone. Yes, I said that. And if you can't, put it on Do Not Disturb, mute the TV, and be strict with your social media time. Consider apps that block distracting websites during your sessions. By creating a distraction-free environment, you'll be able to focus fully on your studies, which is exactly what you'll need to get those grades up. Number 3, create a structured study schedule. Alright, here's the deal. A structured study schedule is essential. It keeps you organized and helps manage your workload. I know, you're going to say you don't need a study schedule.
Let me see if I'm right.
Without this, you risk trying to cram everything at the last minute, leading to stress, panic, and let's face it, poor performance. Studies indicate that those who stick to a study schedule perform better than those who don't. So let's get you on that winning path. Sit down and develop a weekly study plan. Outline specific times for each subject and don't forget to schedule breaks. Use a planner or digital apps. Even write it down on a piece of paper and put it on your desk. Whatever floats your boat. To keep you on track. Stick to this schedule like it's your lifeline. This disciplined approach will prevent you from feeling overwhelmed while studying, and it'll keep you ahead of the game.
What you doing?
Taking notes.
Taking notes.
Alright, just making sure you're still there. Now that we've established a solid foundation, let's dive into the good stuff. Buckle up because I'm about to drop some knowledge that could transform the way you study. This is where the real magic happens, folks. So let's go. Number 4, understand the 3 R's of memory. Now let's dig into the mechanics of memory. It works in 3 steps: recording, retaining, and retrieving. First, there's recording, taking in the information during lectures or while reading. Afterwards, we have retaining, keeping that information locked in. And finally, we have retrieving, being able to recall it when the time is right. Master these 3 steps and watch your learning skyrocket. While in lectures, actively engage by summarizing the key points in your own words, instead of just copying everything verbatim. After class, reinforce what you've learned by retrieving or talking about the concepts with a buddy. And don't forget to practice retrieving that info. Test yourself regularly so that when exam time rolls around, you're not just prepared, you're ready to crush it.
Vrow! Yes!
Number 5, focus on weak points. This tip is huge. Not all topics are created equal, right? Some are tougher than others, and that's okay. By honing in on your weak points, you'll use your study time more effectively. This is what I call the 80-20 rule, where 20% of your efforts can yield 80% of your results. So why waste time studying stuff you already know? Evaluate your previous exams and assignments to pinpoint where you struggled. Allocate your study time to tackle those weak areas head on. If some topics will be heavily tested, prioritize those in your study sessions. By concentrating on your challengers, you'll boost your confidence and see those test scores climb. Now, are you still with me? If you are, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. And seriously, every like helps us reach more people who need this info. And hey, if you're feeling extra generous today, consider hitting that follow button too. Alright, let's get back to it. Number 6, focus on understanding, not just memorization. Alright, let's get into it. Tip 6 is all about focusing on understanding instead of just memorizing. When you genuinely understand the material, you create a deeper connection with it. This isn't just about cramming facts, it's about strengthening your brain's pathways so that when you need to recall information, it comes to you easily. Plus, this approach encourages critical thinking and helps you apply concepts in real-life situations beyond just the classroom. So here's how you can make this work for you. While you're studying, start asking yourself questions that demand more than just surface-level recall. For example, instead of just memorizing definitions, try to explain concepts in your own words or connect new information to what you already know. Engage in discussions about the topics with your classmates. Teaching someone else can really solidify your understanding. Trust me, it's a game changer. Number 7, use active recall. Coming in at number 7 is active recall. This is one of the most powerful study strategies out there. It's all about actively retrieving information from your memory instead of passively reviewing your notes. Studies have shown that testing yourself significantly strengthens those memory pathways, and that means better retention for you. Here's how we put all active recall into practice. Create flashcards with questions on one side and answers on the other. When you're studying, cover the answers and try to recall them from memory. Repeat this process until the material starts to stick. Also, take practice quizzes after you're gone over a new topic to really test your understanding. Incorporating active recall regularly will not only solidify that information in your mind, but will also make it so much easier to recall during exams.
Whip. Let's go.
Number 8, combat the forgetting curve with spaced repetition. Alright, let's talk about the dreadful forgetting curve. This is where things get real. We lose a hefty chunk of what we learn, up to 70% within just 24 hours. Now, that's pretty daunting, right? But don't panic. Spaced repetition is your superhero here. This technique involves spreading out your review sessions over time. We call this reinforcing your knowledge before it can slip away. To implement spaced repetition, use that study schedule we mentioned earlier to spread out your review times. For instance, review the material again an hour or two after your initial study session, then again, and then the next day, and follow it up with longer intervals like 3 days later, then a week later. There are amazing apps like Anki that are tailor-made for spaced repetition, making it super easy to stick to this method. This way, you'll keep that information fresh and ready for action when you need it most. Number 9, practice self-testing. Self-testing. This is an awesome way to gauge how well you understand the material you've been studying. When you put yourself through quizzes or practice tests, you not only reinforce what you've learned, but also identify the areas where you might still need some work. Research backs this up. It shows that self-testing can significantly boost your long-term retention. After you've studied a chapter or topic, grab some question banks or create your own practice exams. Focus on really trying to recall that information rather than just skimming through your notes. And if you get questions wrong, review those topics again. This repetition is key for deepening your understanding and prepping you for the actual exams. Plus, you'll feel more confident when it's showtime. Number 10, review and reflect. Last but definitely not least, let's chat about reviewing and reflecting on your study sessions. This step is essential, not only to reinforce everything you've learned, but also to help you develop your study strategies over time. Reflection is where the magic happens, as it allows you to analyze what's working and what isn't. Take some time after each study session to recap and reflect. Which of these strategies were effective? Which ones didn't quite hit the mark? Reuse the ones that helped you the most. Keep a journal or log of your study efforts. It'll help you track your growth and refine your study techniques. This continuous improvement approach will help you build a system that works specifically for you. And there you have it. The top 10 best tips and tricks that make studying so fast and efficient it feels illegal. Remember, it's all about working smarter, not harder. Implement these strategies and watch your productivity skyrocket. If you found value here, it would mean the world if you hit that like button and subscribe for more insights. Comment which one of these strategies works best for you. Stick around for the next video where we dive even deeper into leveling up your life. Keep hustling and crushing it, my friends.